Listen to some of America's top names in politics and call in with your comments at 888-565-1470. And now, here's Steve-O.
Hey, welcome. We're working on our new branding because it's no longer just Steve-O, it's Steve-O and Sophia. And I got a funny story. I haven't even told Sophia this yet. We got another call. We get daily calls from the White House wanting us to bring people on our show because we've been working with them even for the 2016. And seems like they enjoy coming on our show. So we were supposed to have a really big name on tonight. And I called them up and I said, can we change it to Thursday because there's someone I would rather have on tonight. And we have him. I was so lucky. I had to first check and make sure because this is a very busy man. But this is like people in Florida love this man. And Sophia, it's good to see you.
Hi, Steve. It's always good to see you.
We have such a special guest on tonight, and I wanted to bring him on tonight because people have so much respect for him and what he says. And listen, we've only got a week left to the elections, and I keep hearing it's close, but who knows? We'll see. But I want to welcome, this is a very special guest, Andrew Pollack. Hey, Andrew.
Hey, Steve. How's it going?
Let me get the volume up a little bit. First of all, I want to congratulate your son.
I'm well liked in Florida, but it depends who you ask.
I know. Your new place looks beautiful in Oregon, and your son is going to be an attorney.
Yeah, he's enrolled in Nova. It's all I hear every day how hard he's working. And,
so we're gonna.
I'm proud of both of my sons.
Congratulations.
So I wanted to congratulate you first on that. And do you miss Florida at all?
I don't miss Broward. You know what I mean. I'm happy to be out of Broward County.
I understand.
It's actually soul cleansing to get out of that place, run by Democrats. And I'm in a really good conservative county in Oregon. I know everyone here is Oregon. They think of Portland, but I'm 5 hours from Portland. My county's very conservative. I drive down the road from town, and every house has a Trump banner, 4 more years, make America great. So I'm enjoying where I live. I'm not too far from my wife's family in California. I didn't want to live in California because of the politics there, but we're close to my wife's family, and I'm building a ranch. And I tell everyone I traded in Democrats for goats. I have goats on my ranch instead of Democrats, and goats are a lot smarter, Steve. They're easier to deal with. They understand things. Unlike Democrats.
I understand. So, people, I don't know if people know, you're very tight with the president. And can you tell people, because you know the president very well, there's a lot of people who are undecided. And you are so good at explaining about who this president is.
Sure. You know, Steve, a lot of people ask me that about the president, and he's just a regular guy, and he listens. He invited me to the White House several times, not for the photo op. He just wanted to learn about Meadow. He wanted to know if I knew things that went wrong in Parkland, and we continuously stay in touch through his, through him, or I get a call, or his administration. And, when Parkland happened, a lot of people, the Democrats just jumped on that. Before my daughter was buried, they were jumping on their gun control agenda, which they do after every mass shooting. The Republicans who run Florida, Rick Scott at the time, didn't do that. he put a commission together to look and go to find the fact, find out what went wrong and how to avoid it from happening again. The president did the same thing when I met him. He listened to me, what I thought went wrong, different, the police going to his house 40 times, never getting arrested, the policies that are put in public schools from the Obama-Biden administration. He looked into all these, and it wasn't just like in 2 weeks he came back. He put a commission, a federal school safety commission that people don't know about, and they did research for over 10 months in order to make schools safer. And one of the most important things to me and a couple other families were he ended the Biden-Obama restorative justice policies. What that means is, when my daughter was murdered in Broward, students were allowed 4 misdemeanors per school year. They could rob an iPhone, sell drugs, get caught with drugs, assault a teacher, another student, and never get introduced to law enforcement. So what that does, it just sets up an environment of just children in the schools being unsafe. And Obama and Biden put those together. It was pioneered in Broward. Everyone knows that Superintendent Runcie comes from Chicago, ties to the Obama administration. And they implemented, and Biden, it's so important that anyone who's listening, Biden, if you even look up on his website, he wants to reintroduce those policies and push them into every public school throughout the country, which will make our children and teachers less safe. President Trump ended those policies where he's saying, kids need accountability to set them up for success. You shouldn't, kids can't just be because of their color, because of where they live. You can't just not hold kids accountable in any neighborhood or any race. Kids need accountability, and the Democrats don't understand that. And if you vote Democrat and you vote for Biden, those policies will be pushed in the public schools. So it's pretty simple. You want your kids safer in public schools. You vote for President Trump. He's pushing those policies, and I know how dangerous they are. That's what enabled the killer to slip through the cracks in Broward without ever getting arrested and being able to go into the school with my daughter after he threatened to shoot the school up. He threatened students of rape, punched his mother's teeth out, all these things that are in my book, Why Meadow Died. And Biden's going to push him back into the public schools. So it's a pretty simple choice out there for people.
Last week in Houston, a person who was let out on bail, they had an arrest record a mile long, and he ended up killing a Houston police officer. This thing with the bail and letting people out of jail the next day has got to really get to you.
Oh, it's terrible. Even in Oregon, they had a guy convicted of arson. He got out the next day, lit another fire. With all those fires we had in Oregon, it was arson, and they let them out. It's just, look at what's going on. Every single area where this is going on is run by Democrats, every city. So it's pretty simple. You want lawlessness or you want law and order. This is what's on the ticket, moving forward in America. Law and order or lawlessness. So most people, if you're undecided, if you have, wherever you live, if you want your children safer, you want law and order, then you vote Republican down the ticket.
Thank you for sharing all of this,
Andrew. Florida.
Andrew, this is Sophia. Thank you for sharing all this information. You suffered greatly. Yeah, your loss is indescribable and irreparable, but a lot of people don't know all of this. I mean, the fact that, and it does show how much the president cares, because they think he does it off the, he says whatever comes to mind and everything else, but he obviously has put a lot of work into and thought into everything he does. But you're right. They should, look at how they treated all the Black Lives Matter and all the Antifa riots. They never condemned any of this. They never condemned the riots. Kamala Harris never condemned all of this. And it's just promoting more and more violence.
Sure. You know, you think about this Black Lives Matter movement, it's kind of ridiculous, you know, when you think about it. You know, look what's going on in these inner cities, you know, with the black-on-black crime. If these actors and politicians really wanted to do something, why aren't they going into these inner cities and putting their money where their mouth is and helping these kids? Instead of pointing them in a direction of looting and lawlessness, they could be putting programs in place where these kids could be mentored and set up for success. You know, they're not doing anything, you know, with the black-on-black crime. Look at Chicago, New York. The shootings are up. Every inner city, L.A., you know, where there's problems, there's so much black-on-black crime. That's where it should start. You know, when, you know, these kids are adolescents, they're in the urban areas, and that's where they need to be helped at a young age, so you can set them up to, you know, to be, you know, good and downright citizens. You know, the way they're talking, you know, I don't get the whole thing, but, you know, I'm not a Democrat. You know, there's not enough time in my life to try and think how a Democrat thinks.
So let me. How come no one has been, you know, like the sheriff who was hiding that day? How come no one haven't done anything to anybody yet? No one's been put in jail. No one's been found guilty. How come?
Well, them are getting their jobs back, if you could believe it.
Yes.
You know, anything is possible in Broward County. You know what I mean? I don't put anything past it. So now deputies are getting their jobs back on a technicality, right? These guys. The old sheriff ran, you know that. He almost won, you know, like 2 percentage points off. If my son wasn't out there fighting for the Sheriff Tony, you know, I don't know if he would have won. You know, Hunter did such a great job.
He did.
Helping him campaign. He was all over the place, my son, because it meant a lot to him to keep Israel out from winning again. But, you know, only in a county like Broward, you know, would businesses open up for this guy. Every Democratic senator in Broward voted to put that guy back in that position of sheriff. So it's just a sick place. Are you still living in Broward, Steve, or what? You still over there?
Yes, I'm still in Broward, and Sophia's restaurant's in Broward.
Yes.
Really?
I think
you know
it
what I mean? I just can't.
here.
So, did I hear that you're going to build
Sophia's
another?
restaurant.
Andrew, did I hear you're building another park for Meadow?
Oh, we did too. We did the playground, which is an unbelievable. It was unbelievable.
It's beautiful.
When people from the neighborhood, I get videos, you know, of everybody, all their kids having such a great time. And then we did another playground at the Chabad in Coral Springs, my temple, where Rabbi Friedman's my rabbi. And there's a nice playground there too. So yeah, we did 2 playgrounds in Coral Springs. We also did a lot with, I don't know if you know what happened. I have a technology company that I'm working with. If anyone's listening, they could go on schoolsafetygrant.org. It's incredible. The first department that I gave my technology to was Coral Springs PD. And they have it now in the school, in the PD department. It's linked to Coral Springs Charter. It's linked to the temple. And we're getting other entities in Coral Springs attached, linked to the Coral Springs PD. But we're giving this software away to law enforcement throughout the country, Steve. And it's pretty unbelievable technology. What we did was we looked at all the failures that happened in Parkland the day my daughter was murdered, and we addressed them all into technology that we could give to law enforcement to make them more efficient if there's a 911 situation. So we addressed a lot of it, and we're able to shave minutes off of response time So for first responders. So it's an awesome technology. Anyone could go on it, apply for my grant, schoolsafetygrant.org.
So we have a lot of listeners. Everybody knows you down here. Is there any way any of our listeners can donate?
No, I'm not. I just wanted to go on my website and look at it. Right now, I raised money. I did those parks. Right now, I'm really focused on helping places of worship, whether it's a church, a mosque, or a temple, schools, private schools, charter schools. I want to get them my technology because I know that another parkland couldn't happen if they have this technology in place. So that would be the best. If they know anyone in law enforcement, spread my website out there so they could take a look at it. And maybe, they could help me, with other law enforcement agencies anywhere in the country where they know someone, we could do it. Everything's done by Zoom now. We're doing Zoom demonstrations. We're in the middle of it. I launched and then COVID hit. I was going to do an event with the president. I was in D.C. We were going to do this technology, but then COVID hit. So we're just taking a little bit of a back seat, but, we're ready to get back to work. Hopefully they get a vaccine soon.
Well, I'll tell you what, our show, whatever you need, because we've got 4 stations, and whatever you need, Andrew, you just give me a call and we'll get you on the air.
Sure. Where are you in now?
We're in Palm Beach. We do Palm Beach and the county. It starts with a B. We cover 2 counties.
You're beating a dead horse in that county. Jesus could be running on the ticket as a Republican, and the Democrats won't vote for him. But up in Palm Beach, isn't Laura Loomer's running up there?
Yeah, Laura Loomer.
She's got a shot.
She does.
Yeah, she's a friend, so I'm rooting for her that she could win. And and everyone's got to get out and vote for the president. Florida, he wins Florida, and I'm pretty sure he wins. So I've been helping. I did a bunch of videos for the president, and I've been helping him on my social media a lot. So he's a good guy. I'll tell you, if he could be a stand-up comedian. The guy, he cracks me up every time I see him in a rally. He is one funny guy, man. I love the guy.
He's amazing, and so are you. Hey, thanks for coming on, and I want to get you on again after the election, and hopefully we'll be celebrating.
Yep, sure, Steve. And just shoot me a text.
You got it. Take care. I love your new place.
Take care. Okay,
bye-bye.
Sylvia. Oh, thanks. I'll be
Bye,
posting
Andrew.
some more pictures. All right, take care now.
Bye-bye.
Hi, Andrew. Thank you.
Boy, it doesn't my heart.
No?
What's that?
What a remarkable man. He turned a tragedy into technology to help the police department. I guess defunding the police is not something Andrew would go along with, right?
Do you know, Sophia, I don't know if you remember this, the day that this happened at Douglas, and he was driving around in his car looking for his daughter, and he was wearing a Trump shirt. Had nothing to do, he probably put it on that morning. Do you know all the flack that he got from people that day because he had a Trump shirt on? And here his daughter was just murdered?
Yeah, and the sacrifice that what this gentleman has lost, nobody can even put into words or in quantity or anything else. And then look, he turned the strategy around to create technology to help other schools, the police department. And he's not bitter. And he's trying to help every school in the country with this. I mean, I don't know. He's a remarkable man himself.
I tell you what, I don't know if a lot of people know the story. His daughter was shot 4 times, and the guy came back. She somehow draped her body over her best friend so her best friend wouldn't get shot, and the guy came back and shot her 5 more times. I mean, and this, here's that officer downstairs hiding. And they said if, at least the first time, if he would just rush the building.
Right.
So he really, this man has so much, in the Jewish religion, it's called surus. I mean, he's just had so much, but you know what? What he has done is just, I didn't even know he was on Wikipedia.
But just to turn that much pain around, it takes remarkable strength. Don't you think so?
I totally agree with you. Now, we're going to be on Thursday night at 6 o'clock. We're waiting to hear, hopefully we're going to get, some guy named Donald Trump Jr. I don't know if he's related. We're supposed to hear back tomorrow. But next Tuesday, aren't we doing something with the mayor of Fort Lauderdale?
Yes, well, that will be after the election. We are having the after-election party at the Pastor's Restaurant for the mayor. It's a tradition with the mayor. We support this guy. He's a very good guy. He's in agreement with the police. And we are doing everything we can to help get him elected. King Tragalis. He's not only Greek, he's a very moderate gentleman. And he loves working with the police. He likes to have a very nice and a city that's lawful and no drama, no riots, no anything. He called the National Guard the second day that we had issues. Remember after Black Lives Matter, they were organizing riots everywhere and demonstrations. He called the National Guard and he sent the message loud and clear right away. He works very well with our governor. And he was endorsed by the police, so he works very closely with the police. He's very happy to work with the police to keep Fort Lauderdale safe.
So maybe we'll get him on the air Tuesday night.
Yeah, that would be nice. So yes, if you want, I can connect from the restaurant and we can all be on the.
Okay.
Yes.
Hey, listen, we kept Andrew on longer. It's kind of difficult to get him. You and I are going to be back Thursday night at 6 o'clock, and we'll see who our guest is. Listen, we are getting so many emails now for the show, and I just got to tell you real quickly, your friend one of your tenants had a great day last Saturday after we announced people to go to their store to get your Trump supplies, and it was one of their best days.
They texted me and they thanked for the support. Yes.
Okay.
Well, I was going to say we might surprise Andrew. I think we might turn Broward red.
Okay. Let's get out of here. I love doing the show. I love Steve-O and Sophia's show, and we're going to be back next Thursday at 6 o'clock with a special guest. We don't know who it is. We just know it's someone special.
Thank you, Steve.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
We'll see you all next Thursday at 6 o'clock. And then also next Tuesday.
Thanks for tuning in to The Politically Right Show with host Steve-O. We hope you enjoyed today's show. Tune in Mondays and Thursday for more Politically Right with host Steve-O.
Are you ready to go beyond? Welcome to my show, Go Beyond. I'm your host, Jordana Foster. Each week, I will be showing you how to go beyond your limiting beliefs to take you and your business to the next level. If you're ready to redefine, recommit, reset, and re-engage yourself, this is the time, this is the place, Go Beyond.
Well, good evening, everyone. I have a question for you, actually a few questions. Are you feeling a little overwhelmed with everything that you're juggling for your life and business? Are you feeling overwhelmed right now? I want you to think into that. Also, do you find it challenging to stay positive and optimistic consistently right now in these challenging times that we're all facing and going through? Do you find it challenging to stay consistently not just once in a while, consistently positive and optimistic. It's difficult, right? Well, do you want to learn some effective ways for you to shift your mindset, which is where everything starts from? Okay, that mindset is powerful. And that's where I focus on. Do you want to shift that mindset so that you can really step into that positivity and you can heighten your awareness and you can really boost that energy in your performance so that you can stay the course and maybe get back on track? Welcome to the Go Beyond Show. I'm your host, Jordana Foster. As a mindset coach, business strategist, motivational speaker, and leadership trainer, certified with the John Maxwell team, I am passionate about helping entrepreneurs and individuals, businesses, and organizations to get out of their own way, to get unstuck. How does that feel? Would you like to get unstuck? To get really clear on what it is that's holding you back, what's holding us back from achieving the goals that we have for our life and business. And I know some of those goals have had to adjust and change, but you still need to have those goals. And we're going to talk about that in a minute. From virtual mindset shift and leadership workshops to virtual corporate training programs and also diversity and inclusion trainings. For business professionals looking to up-level their performance, who doesn't need to up-level their performance right now to be relevant, right? Your message, what you know, what you do, you need to be more relevant. You need to step your game up, okay? So to up-level your performance and also enhance your communication skills. Because let me just tell you, your communication skills, how you're communicating virtually, in person, with your clients, with potential clients, with your team, with your bosses, with your family, with all your relationships. Communication and connection are key to your success. They are vital to your success. What are you doing to enhance your communication skills? I want to ask you, because the game has changed. Have you changed? Now more than ever, having a thinking partner, an accountability partner, a business coach to help guide you through these uncharted, unprecedented times that we're all experiencing right now. To help you think not only creatively, which you need to think outside the box right now, not just to survive, but to thrive. You need to think outside the box, but also to have someone to help with you with the strategic pieces. You can't just be creative and have a great idea. You need to have a plan in place of how you're going to execute that, right? And having a business coach, a mentor right now, it is not a luxury, it's a necessity. And I would love the opportunity to talk with you about the challenges that you and your team are facing in this new business landscape. And it is new and it's forever changing. And I'd like you to assess your current situation, not where you were before. We're not looking back. Where you are right now, current, and where you want to be in your life and business. Think about where you want to be. Think about how you want to finish this year. We still have a little less than 2.5 months left. What do you want that to look like? Contact me for a discovery session or to find out how you can be part of my trainings and workshops and roundtable discussions at readysetgobeyond@gmail.com. You can like and message me on Facebook at Ready, Set, Go Beyond, or you can contact me on my website at johnmaxwellgroup.com/Jordana Foster. If you want to grow your business, and who doesn't want to, or if you want to grow yourself professionally in your job, in your career, the first thing you need to do is grow yourself first. It's really time for you to step up, show up, and never give up. It's time for you to go beyond. Well, I'm so happy to have you all here with me tonight. I want to get started because, we're talking about positivity and with all of the people that I meet, whether it's clients or with networking, friends, family, you name it, my awareness is so heightened and I have so many things to share with you. So when we're talking about positivity and staying your level being heightened, okay, you feeling better, okay, I want you to know this. Let's start with this. Your only limit to whatever it is that you want to do, however you want to feel, and whatever you want to accomplish, your only limit is you. Think about that. Your only limit is you. Now, you get to determine your reality, all right? You get to determine your reality. Now, don't get me wrong. This clearly is a very challenging, overwhelming, uncertain time, unprecedented time that we're all experiencing and still going through right now, okay? And some more than others, all right? That is a fact. But what's important is that while I'm not saying to ignore that reality of our current situation, that does not have to be how you're reacting to the situation. Do you understand? You can react or you can respond. And that's a whole nother training. But I want you to understand that there's so much of a focus pivot that we're all experiencing right now. Okay? We're having to make all these adjustments and relook at how we're doing business. And maybe we've been furloughed. Maybe you've lost your job. Maybe your business needed to reinvent itself. Maybe you, at this point in your life, needed to reinvent yourself. We have kids that are coming out of college. I know I have my oldest son that just graduated. There's a lot of pivoting going on, okay? But I want you to realize that it's your decision how you decide to move forward. It's your choice of how you want to react in this situation. Yes, it's a lot to handle. It's emotional, it's overwhelming, financially draining. All of those are true. But that doesn't help you solve the problem. That doesn't help you see the obstacles there and say, okay, I see what it is, and now I need to solve it. What are the solutions? I want you to go into that growth mindset of thinking through the problems and knowing that you have solutions. You just need to think through them. You need to think creatively. You need to pivot. You need to reinvent yourself, your business. Okay? And I want you to understand that, taking those obstacles and turning them into opportunities. I know that's not easy, but that's what needs to happen. And it's the people that are thriving right now, not just surviving. And I know survival is so important, but those that are thriving, that are not only getting through this, but growing through this, they're the ones that are looking at those obstacles and seeing the opportunity in them. How can I serve my clients now? How can I serve my family now? How can I help others now? How can I grow? How can I develop? Not just staying stuck and put and waiting until this gets over, until things get better. You hear what I'm saying? Waiting is not an option. We can't wait till things get better. We need to get better. And that requires personal growth and development and action and investing in yourself and your time and what you're doing and being more aware. So I want you to decide that when you take those, when you realize that you make those decisions and it's within your control to determine your reality, that the only limits are you, that you are allowed to really rewrite your own story. How do you want this to look? And then it does require obviously taking action. Another point that I want to make another way is that you want to start your day off strong. Okay? Don't just wake up and kind of go about your day. You need to be intentional about your day. You need to start the day with something that's going to lift you up, whether it's reading, whether it's meditation. I love the gratitude journals. I really believe in those wholeheartedly with my clients and myself. Whether it's taking if you only have 5 minutes, or if you have 30 minutes. The time doesn't matter as long as you are consistently doing that. So don't beat yourself up that you're not giving it enough time. It's the fact that you're making the time. Do you understand? You want to make the time for yourself. to feel good so that you can move forward. And then that sets you up for a great day. Now, I'm not saying the whole day has to be great, because it won't be, but there are going to be great things that happen in the day, good things that you can feel good about, positive things, people that you met and opportunities that happen and things that made you feel good, a good meal, a good conversation, whatever that, a good workout. The sun was shining, it was raining, whatever that is. You saw a flower blooming, your dog you had fun with, you got to be with your family. Think about all of those things, okay? Oh, you're so wonderful. Thank you so much, Kay. I really appreciate that. Thank you for watching. I want you to understand that how you start your day is pivotal. It is crucial. Don't just ease into it, jump into it with a lot of positivity and energy. Remember, your energy attracts energy. So if you're just kind of, easing into it, that's what you're going to attract. If you're really not looking forward to your day, you're going to attract other people that aren't looking forward to their day either. So energy attracts energy. It's an important component for you to realize. Okay, obviously body's in motion and mind in motion, and what you can do for exercise, whether it's yoga or dancing or having, going and having a protein shake or lemon water, do something good for you, mind, body, and spirit. All of it. You really need to do that. The next one is I want you to overload your brain with inspiration and motivation. Overload it, because what's happening is when we're feeling overwhelmed, okay, we're going from overwhelmed to optimistic. And in order to shift that way, we really need to understand that it's how you're plugging in. So what are you plugging into? I want you to overwhelm yourself and overload yourself with motivation, whether it's reading the books, which I love because you can highlight the different segments and quotes and everything that really resonates with you. Listening to Audible, if you're in your car or you're working out, definitely keep those in. Listening to podcasts, you can listen to my podcast, and there are tons of other motivational speakers that are out there and coaches that really can lift you up and energize you. And there's always time for you to plug in for positivity and motivation. Drown out those negative thoughts and beliefs, because you really need to take that time to invest in you and really go beyond what you thought was possible. So we are going to a quick commercial break with my amazing sponsors. I don't know if I'm going to get to everything I have, but I will share these as much as I can with you. And I'm excited to help you go beyond. I'm Jordana Foster with the Go Beyond Show. Stay right here, and we'll be right back after a commercial break with my amazing sponsors.
Zen Mindspace is a curated experience where healing therapies and science meet. Created by licensed psychologist Dr. Marla Reese, it's an integrative setting where clients receive beneficial holistic treatments and classes such as yoga, meditation, and sound healing, all in one place. We customize treatments to address the challenges of modern living and to enhance emotional well-being and quality of life. Experience our core 4 holistic services: integrative chiropractic, therapeutic massage, Reiki energy healing, and acupuncture. Let us create a plan that works for your health goals and improved wellness. Zen Mindspace, the mindfulness studio for your modern life.
High End Beauty is a woman-owned business certified with Eubank and We Connect International, and is your one-stop beauty source for exceptional quality skincare, hair care, cosmetics, and more to accommodate all your needs. Whether you are a professional in the beauty industry or you're simply in search of a specific product to deliver top quality beauty solutions. High End Beauty is also the founder of Iditude, the first eyes-only skincare line formulated by doctors and dermatologist approved. Contact High End Beauty for your individual consultation, or if you're a beauty brand looking for a quality collaboration. High End Beauty, your one-stop beauty source.
You've been listening to Go Beyond. If you want to be part of the show as a guest, highlighting your business, or you would like more information about the content of the show, email me at readysetgobeyond@gmail.com or share your thoughts and call me at 888-565-1470.
Welcome back to the Go Beyond Show. I would like to thank my amazing sponsors. First, Zen Mindspace, which is the mindfulness studio for your modern life, holistic healing practices, and mindfulness classes and workshops. Contact zenmindspace.com. And also High End Beauty, which is amazing, your one-stop beauty source for skincare, spa, cosmetics, and hair care. You know, we all want to look and feel our best, especially now that we're all doing so many virtual meetings, and we need to get in touch with Trisha at High End Beauty, and she will take really good care of you and help you look and feel your absolute best. highendbeauty.com. So we're talking all about positivity, okay, and mindset, which if any of you know me, and I think that you do, mindset is everything. That's where everything starts from. So I want you to be aware that your words, your language, okay, shapes your thoughts. It shapes your thoughts. And I want you to understand that the little changes equal huge impact. They really do. So instead of, I'll give you an example, something that I do, I'll share with you. When I meet someone, instead of always saying, "How are you?" Now I want you to understand that some people, they're not doing very well, and understandably so. So what I do is I shift the conversation so that they can think about something positive. So listen to what I ask. Instead of saying, "How are you?" You know what I say? I'll say, "Tell me something good. What's good with you?" Do you see? It's a slight shift, but it has them. And can I tell you, they can't automatically answer because, you know, when you say, "How are you?" someone says, "Oh, I'm fine." And it's just a very blanket statement. There's no depth. There's no feeling. And you really don't, if somebody's not feeling good, you know, that gets into a different conversation. But I want everybody to be elevated, okay? And so do you. So what happens is, tell me something good that's happening with you. Tell me something good, fill me in. And then all of a sudden they actually have to think about something that's good. And then they will tell you. And I want you to think about something that's good for you. So it's amazing. We're very quick to say something that's not going well, but we actually have to think even more about what's going right, what's going good in our lives. So I want you to keep those in mind and write it down. I say that to my clients all the time. Write it down. That's why the gratitude journal is so important. That's why I create these sheets for my clients, for them to really document what it is that's going well. Okay? What's going good in your life? What happened? What were some of your wins and your successes? Okay, so I want you to think about that. Now, here's another one. Surround yourself with positive people. Now, that's an easy comment to say, right? Easier said than done. I want you to really notice where your energy lifts and dips. Okay, sometimes we can't control the people that are in our life. Sometimes we can. But we also need to protect ourselves, and we need to, like I said, we need to overcompensate. We need to read those books and listen to the audibles and watch my show and get on coaching with me and listen to my podcast on Spotify. I'm telling you that when you have an elevated level with the people that you surround yourself with, you've heard the expression, you are the 5 people that you surround yourself with. So really be mindful of who you're around, okay? And if you want to be positive, make sure you're surrounding yourself with people who are on a mission, who are looking, not just appreciating the present, but looking forward with optimism and excitement and new possibilities and collaboration. Do you see the sense of that? Rather than, "Oh, I wish that this would just be over. Let's just get through this." Do you see the difference in the tone? We all feel that way, but surrounding yourself with other people who keep saying that, there's no solutions, there's no excitement, there's no opportunity to get past this and through this and come out the other side even better, like we should be, okay? So I also want you to stop negative thoughts in the tracks. And if you can see, I have my Ready, Set, Go Beyond wristband that I give out to all my speaking engagements and my coaching clients. And what it is, it's very hard, clearly, for us to constantly be that positive person. And I know everyone thinks that I am 24/7, but I'm not 24/7. I need to work on myself too. But that's the heightened awareness that comes in. I allow myself to only go there for a little while, and then I snap myself out of it. That's what this wristband is for. You need to have the tools. You need to have a thinking partner or somebody that's going to really help guide you through this, because awareness is key. When you start to realize when you're having those negative thoughts and how often you're having them, and you become aware of them, then you need to quickly think of something in your mind that is, again, for every negative thought, you need to have 2 positive ones. Interesting, 2 to 1. So I want you to understand that we need to snap ourselves out of it as soon as it comes into our focus, into our awareness. And when you start to do that, you're going to notice that it's happening less and less. It's not that it's not happening at all, but you're not allowing, there's that word again, you're not allowing it to happen as often or as frequently because you are more aware. You're not going to tolerate that. You have things on your agenda that you want to feel better, and you want to achieve more, and you want to inspire people, and you want to grow your business and be there for your family, and all these different things for all the people in your life, everybody that you're doing life and business with. So I want you to understand that, there are excuses for those negative thoughts or limiting beliefs or that self-doubt. And I have a quick story to share with you. I was on a call with a client the other day, and we were talking about the many benefits of journaling. And she mentioned to me, I wish I could, like you do, but I just can't. So I heard 2 things in there, and I wanted to jump through. I think I actually did jump through the screen. And I said, well, I just heard you say, I wish I could. And I also heard you say, I can't. So you just deleted the possibility for doing that. What's stopping you? And again, it was that she didn't have enough time, and that it was going to end up being a to-do list, and all these different reasons. And they were valid reasons, but they were excuses. And when we started to get to the heart of it, and then we found out why she really wanted to journal but thought she couldn't, that's where the coaching and the aha moments, and why I love what I do so much, because she had that awareness and realized that she can carve out that time. And we found that time. If you have a time management issue, I will find the time, because we all have the same 24 hours in a day. It's how you choose to spend it and what your priorities are. So that was a huge transformation and a huge aha moment. And I love when I see this with my clients. You can have excuses or you can have results, but you cannot have both. And then I want to end with another last suggestion. I didn't get to all of them, but this is an important one. It's about living with gratitude. It's funny that during the course of the day, good positive things happen, but then they get overshadowed by our computer that happened to me that wasn't working, and the printer's not working, or the car had a flat tire, and all of that actually happened within a few days. But when you just get quiet and you pause and you really take a breath and you think about that you're grateful to even have a car, and you're grateful to have a computer, and you can really just get clear on all of that, it really does put things into perspective. This weekend was my mom's birthday, and while we wanted to have this huge celebration like we usually do at a restaurant and everything like that, we had it at the house, and we were socially distant, and the only thing that was missing, and it was the most beautiful celebration, was the hugs and the kisses. But the love was there and the celebration was there. And so that was my gratitude. And I want you to think about gratitude every single day and how you can embrace that and make that part. So that's the positivity message for today. It's quote time. And here's the quote: a positive attitude gives you power over your circumstances instead of your circumstances over you. A positive attitude gives you power over your circumstances instead of your circumstances over you. want you to think about your circumstances and the power that you have within you with your thoughts, with your positivity and energy, and how I can help you go beyond, step up, show up, and never give up. I'm Jordana Foster with Ready, Set, Go Beyond. Contact me for a workshop, consultation, discovery session, and really, if you want to grow your business, you need to grow yourself first. Have a wonderful evening, and thank you so much. Join me here every Tuesday night at 7:30 p.m. live on Facebook at Ready, Set, Go Beyond. And you can catch me on Spotify at Ready, Set, Go Beyond, and also on WWNN. Take care now. Have a great night.
Thank you for watching Go Beyond. Tune in next week as we continue to explore effective ways to help you go beyond your limiting beliefs to unlock your true potential to thrive personally and professionally. Learn how to take you and your business to the next level. Contact me at readysetgobeyond@gmail.com. Like and share my video, because sharing is caring. Contact me at 305-753-6758 or go to my website at readysetgobeyond.com.
The opinions expressed on the preceding sponsored program were strictly those of its hosts, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those